or using proportions to solve percent problems. So I'll start with number 2. So it says Jonah is saving up to purchase a small flat screen TV for his room. He has saved $80, which is 64% of the cost of the television. So it's not the total cost, so this is part of the cost. Remember, part goes over the whole. Part over the whole part. So 80 is part. The whole cost, we don't know. And then we do know, according to the problem here, that 64%, that's what the $80 is. The $80 is 64% of the total cost. 64 over 100 for the percentage. So then from there, you would just do your cross multiplication. So you would do x times 64 to get 64x equals, then you would do 80 times 100. After you do that, you would then divide both sides by 64. Remember, you're solving for x. You're trying to find out this missing value for the total cost of the TV. So divide by 64 on the left, divide by 64 on the right. The 64s on the left will cancel each other. You'll be left with x equaling. And then you just do 8,000 divided by 64, and you should get 125. So $80 is 64% of the total price. The total price is $125. So 80 is 60% of $125 for the total cost. Number 4, Samantha raises animals and trains them to appear in Hollywood movies. 23 of her penguins are appearing in a film about climate change. So that's not all of her penguins, it's part of her penguins. So 23 would be the part. That is 92%. So we don't know how many she has in total yet. So we're going to put an X down here on the bottom. But we do know that 23 penguins is 92% of her total amount of penguins. So we set it up just like the last one, and we're going to cross multiply as well. So X times 92 is 92X. And then 23 times 100, 2300. Then, just like on the last problem, divide both sides by 92. Divide by 92. Divide by 92. The 92s on the left cancel. You'll be left with x equals, and then just divide 2,300 by 92, and you would get 25. So 23 is 92% of her total penguins. Her total penguins is 25. Number 6. So Christopher plays quarterback for a neighborhood football team. During his team's first game, he executed 60 plays. 42 of those were successful. So for this one, it's a little bit different. They are telling you the total number. The whole number of plays is 60, and he was successful on 42 of them. So 42 of the 60 he was successful on. So that needs to equal a percentage. We want to know the percent that we're successful. So we don't know this number up here, so we're going to put the X here this time. And then we'll go about the same process. 60 times X, 42 times 100. Those can be put in your calculator if needed. And then the same steps as the last problem. Divide by 60, divide by 60. The 60s on the left cancel. And if you put 4,200 divided by 60 into your calculator, you would get 70, and that would equal 70%. So Christopher was successful 42 out of the 60 plays. That's a 70% success rate. Next, number 8. So these are set up a little bit different. This is asking what is 54% of 450? So we are given the whole amount, 450. We are given the percentage, 54. So we have the three things that we do know. Now we're going to put an X here. We want to know what is that 54% of 450. So we'll go about the same steps here. So basically on these problems, you're identifying the factors that you do know, putting a variable for the one that you are trying to find out, and then solve for that factor or the variable. So you can start with x times 100. 100x equals, and then into your calculator, you can do 450 times 54. And you'd get 24,300. And then same steps as the last problems we've done. Divide by 100 on both sides. Divide by 100 on both sides. Hundreds on this side cancel. And I'll do a shortcut over here on the right side. If you're dividing 224,300 by 100, you could just cancel some zeros. Cancel, 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 cancel. 243 divided by 1 is 243. Number 10. So this one's written a little differently. What number, or the number 21, is what percent of 75? So they're giving us the part, the 21, and they're giving us the whole. They want to know what percent that is. So we can put the part over the whole, and they want to know what percent that is. We don't know the percent, so we put an X here. And then same process. 75 times X, 21 times 100. And then once again, solve for X. Divide by 75, divide by 75. These cancel. X equals 2,100 divided by 75, and you'd get 28. That'd be 28%. So 21 of 75 is 28%. And then last one, number 12, says the number 57 is 76% of what number? So 57 is part, because it's saying it's a percentage of a particular number. So 57 equals 76% of what number? So x times 76, 57 times 100, and then you would divide both sides by 76. The left sides cancel. X equals, and this would be 75. This is 5,700 divided by 76.